BarXaM Fitness let me know in a comment that he understood me regarding having a very busy life. He also said that he would also like to learn programming, but that he's very busy. This response seemed like a good opportunity to talk about how I am learning to program at this moment and when I'm doing it. I came across an online platform called Udemy. If you are not familiar with it, check the link down below in the description. Please note that I don't get paid a dime to talk about Udemy, so this is not any special marketing video, but simply the way I am learning Python at this very moment. Like I mentioned earlier, Python is a programming language, and yeah, let's now talk about Udemy. What is Udemy? Udemy is an online learning and education marketplace with over 183,000 courses and 40 million students. And what I find ideal about a platform like this is that I can learn at a time that suits me. As I mentioned in my previous video, I have a very busy life at the moment and very little rest. At the moment, I take the time to study between 9:30 and 11:30 in the evening. I strive to do this daily so that I remember everything as best as possible. In the past, I also learned coding and obtained certificates for HTML, CSS, and responsive web design. And during that journey, I realized how important it was to code on a daily basis. Working with code takes quite a bit of your brain, at least that's my experience, and it's so diverse, broad, and comprehensive that it's easy to forget. Of course, you can Google everything, and a lot is documented as well. But if you haven't used HTML or CSS for, let's say, a year, for example, you might be able to Google it, but it all takes a lot longer than desired. At the moment, I experience that coding is not something like cycling. Once you know how to ride a bike, you won't forget it. But if you haven't coded for a long period of time, that's a different story. Maybe, of course, you might experience it completely differently. All good. In any case, if you also want to learn something and you have the feeling that you do not have the time for it, you could also consider using an online learning platform. You may think to yourself that certificates from online learning platforms are worth little or maybe nothing at all, but I do not completely agree. Besides the fact that some of these certificates or official documents can even measure up to like university level, it's also a way of demonstrating that you have gained knowledge of something. Chances are that at some point you will be able to start something for yourself thanks to that knowledge. And if not, employers will also see that you have invested money and time into this. That says something about you as a person. That means that you are someone who is eager to learn and willing to spend his time and money on it. This means you belong to the kind of people who wants to develop themselves, broaden their horizons, and finishing things. If you have obtained all kinds of certificates, you also had to take all kinds of exams. That means you have successfully completed the journey from start to finish. This is also highly valued in the business world. Just think about it. And I will see you in the next video.